Look at the papaya plant. It does not grow healthily. Some plants don't grow well in acidic soils. To reduce the acidity, farmers spray an alkali called lime on the soil to neutralize the acid. Why? At the end of this lesson, students should be able to describe chemical properties of alkalis.
Let's recall what the properties of alkali are. Select the physical properties of alkalis and drag into the box. That's right. This is a physical property of alkalis. Sorry, this is not the physical property of alkalis. That's right. This is a physical property of alkalis. That's right. This is a physical property of alkalis. What happens if an alkali is added to an acid? Let's find out. This is a beaker of acid. Add 2 drops of universal indicator. Universal indicator turns red in acid. Why do we add universal indicator? Yes, universal indicator will tell us any changes in the pH of the acid. Now, add alkali slowly and note what happens. The universal indicator changes color from red to green as alkali solutions is added to the acid. The acid is now a neutral solution. Can you guess what will happen if more alkali is added? What are the products formed when an acid is neutralized by an alkali? Let's find out. The test tube is filled with hydrochloric acid half full. Add some sodium hydroxide to the acid. Stir the solution until the sodium hydroxide pellets are dissolved, and then pour the solution into an evaporating dish. Heat the solution in the evaporating dish. Stop heating when the solution is about 1/3 of the initial volume. Cool the solution. What can you see in the dish? To know exactly what is inside the evaporating dish, let's write the chemical equation. Click the check button when you are done. When sodium hydroxide is added to hydrochloric acid, a salt, which is sodium chloride, and water are produced. Let's investigate the reaction of alkalis with ammonium salts. Before we can do that, identify the materials to be used in this experiment. What are the materials that we can use? Drag the correct materials into the box. Click the check button when you are done. We'll need ammonium sulfate, sodium hydroxide solution, and moist red litmus paper. Now, let's conduct an experiment to see the reaction of alkalis with ammonium salts. Place ammonium sulfate in the test tube. Add some sodium hydroxide solution and warm the solution. Look, a gas is released. Do you know what gas it is? The gas is alkaline. Do you know how to test the gas? There are 3 options here. Click on either A, B, or C. That's right. To test what gas was liberated, place the litmus paper at the mouth of the test tube. The gas liberated is ammonia, which turns moist red litmus paper blue. When an ammonium salt like ammonium sulfate is heated with an alkali like sodium hydroxide, ammonia gas, water, and salt are produced.
Let us write some Well done! You have successfully completed the equations. Alkalis and bases react with. In this lesson, you have learned that soluble bases are alkalis. Alkalis and bases react with acids to form salt and water. Ammonia gas is liberated when ammonium salts are warmed with alkalis. Some metal ions will form insoluble hydroxides when react with few drops of sodium hydroxide solution or aqueous ammonia. Refer to books or internet to find out what happens when a few drops of sodium hydroxide solution or aqueous ammonia is added to these metal ions. Gather your findings to complete the table as shown. Discuss your findings with your teacher.